Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making a very crazy purple design. So I've got two different shades of purple. One is super light, one is super dark. We do have a white here. This one's called Blessing. And we also have some transfer foil, guys. So this set looks crazy, is crazy, has all sorts of different techniques involved. We've got some transfer foil, we've got some stamping, obviously gel polishes, and all sorts going on. Usually I show you guys the kind of design at the start, or at least I have started recently, but for some reason I forgot to in today's video. But I'm sure you guys saw the thumbnail and you thought, what is going on there? It actually looks pretty cool in person. I'm not sure what you guys are going to think of this one. It is a bit wild, like I said. It's definitely not for those who don't like busy sets. And you can also let me know in the comments what you think about the foil, if it works with the rest of the design, because I wasn't too sure for a little while before I started filming. I have to admit, I was kind of looking at it thinking, oh, I don't know if it all works well together. So let me know in the comments. When it comes to our background shades, we've got two nails that are lighter purple, one nail that's dark purple. Then here I'm working on my ombre nail between the two purples, and then the other nail I will do off camera, and it's the same ombre, just the colours are flipped around, so the darker shade is at the top and the lighter shade is at the bottom. Here I'm just fixing up the ombre a little bit, and then they've all gone into the lamp, and I've now got two layers and we're ready for the nail art. So on this first light purple nail, I'm going in with that darker shade of purple, and I'm kind of drawing out a, is it like a elongated circle on the sides, almost kind of creating like a frame. You have to envision like a frame, imagine that there's something in the center, envision a little bit of a frame, then only colour in the outer parts with the darker shade of purple. Then pop into lamp for a cure. I only do one layer here just because where the darker shade of purple is exactly where we're going to place some transfer foil. So I wasn't too fussy about the coverage here. It doesn't really matter. But when you're using full covered transfer foils, it is more ideal to pick out a shade of gel polish underneath to match up with the foil as much as possible in case you have any areas that don't transfer over. So do bear that in mind. Of course, unless you're a massive expert at transfer foils, then you probably don't need that anymore. Sometimes I'm able to just not do that and it works fine, but it's all down to everyone's skill and how comfortable you are with using transfer foils. So if you're not very comfortable but you still love to try them, then this is a nice little technique to do in case obviously you have any little bits and bobs that don't transfer over. They won't be very eye-catching or anything like that on the nails. So here I'm going to apply the transfer foil gel only on that part of the nail. So I kind of use my nail art brush to get near the rounded edges, and then the rest is just with the brush from the bottle. And then we're also going to apply the transfer foil gel on the full covered dark purple nail that's chilling in the background as well. So we're going to have two nails with the transfer foil gel on, and also yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, but the transfer foil gel is from McCart's. I absolutely love that stuff. I've got like another 2 or 3 bottles just chilling ready to go if I ever run out of my first bottle. So here's me applying it. I pop it into the lamp for 60-second cure. When it comes out, make sure you leave it to cool down for a little while and then start applying the transfer foil. So here it is. Here's my transfer foil, and funny enough, it's actually one of my most used transfer foils, and I actually find that whenever I use this transfer foil, you guys absolutely go crazy. I get so many comments about how cool the design looks, and I just feel like it's always this transfer foil, especially when you matte top coat this transfer foil. It just looks so magical and beautiful. It's really nice. I love it. So of course I went in with the easier nail first, so I'm just rubbing the edges, and it's that full cover nail here, so I'm rubbing as much as I can, and I'm slowly trying to peel it, and if I'm noticing any areas that didn't transfer, I'll just go back and rub it in again. But here it is, all nicely covered, and we had no issues there. Now on to this one. So this one I found a bit more challenging, but I think it was because I thought I was missing a foil transfer in the center areas where actually I didn't need it there because I didn't want it there. But it was just very strange because usually whenever I do transfer foil transfers, it's usually on full covered nails. I never do things like this, so it was a bit out of my norm, so my mind was going a bit crazy thinking it's not transferring well. So right here I kept thinking I need to keep rubbing, but actually I'm pretty sure that was the start of our little rounded edge. So I probably went at it for a bit too long. But here it is, and obviously some bits transferred over the lines. So here I got a lint-free wipe and some acetone, and I just wiped away any areas I didn't want. So now here I really fast-tracked this part of the video. So it's stamping, and we've got reverse stamping going on. There's I think, don't know, just 2 nails that got stamping on. So this is Born Pretty Animal L007 plate. I've had so much use out of this plate. If you're into butterflies, I highly recommend picking this one up. I've got a lot of videos on my channel for you guys to be inspired on how to use this plate. But it's got the most cutest butterfly designs, and I got this one on AliExpress. So as you saw at the start, we kind of stamped down these butterflies with these cute little lines going on, and now underneath it I'm going to stamp this butterfly here, which is like almost like a half of a butterfly going on. And if you're crazy skilled or have the time or a very thin brush, you could really color this butterfly in you know, each and every single little block of the butterfly wing if you wanted to, in different colors, and kind of customize it to your design. But I've got no patience for that at the moment. And also the brush I'm using, it's not that great. I've placed an order on Amazon for new brushes to try out, and it actually has come now, but I haven't had a chance to try them out yet. I just haven't had a chance to do any sort of nails recently. So hopefully it's a good brush, and if it is, then maybe we can get into some more intricate, a bit more like customizable stamping, maybe a bit more like detailed stamping, who knows. But for now I'm keeping it a bit simple. So we only added a bit of white and some dark purple. All of the stamping polishes I'm using today are from Born Pretty. I love those stamping polishes, they're literally amazing. Here I stamped a little bit too soon, and it was a bit wet still, and it kind of smudged on the edge a little bit, but it's fine. It was enough where you couldn't actually see it as much, so it's good. But that's why you want to wait, especially if you know, colour it in on the stamper. You most likely are placing quite a lot of polish on there, so you want to wait for that to dry. Now onto this one. Look how beautiful this one is. So you've got a rose in the centre, followed by 3 big butterflies, like kind of almost looks like it's flying like around the rose, and then you've got a tiny little butterfly at the top there too. So I decided to colour the butterflies with the white, and then the rose with that dark purple again. So I kept it quite simple with the colours again, nothing too crazy. Same thing, if you were skilled, I mean skilled, it doesn't really require skill I suppose, but if you had some more time or wanted to, you could always kind of colour each individual petal with a different shade, maybe of pink or red or something, and like make it really, really cool. Like you could really elevate this whole design to another notch, really. There's always things you can do to a design to make it better, cuter, all the sorts. So I've coloured it in, waiting for that to dry. In the meantime, I like to wipe my plates or do something whilst I'm waiting. Sometimes I'm a little bit impatient. So if you are like me, get yourself a couple of stampers. So whilst one is drying, you can crack on with another. I do have my other one, but I don't know why I wasn't using it. I have 2. I don't know why I wasn't using it, but if you're like me, like I say, or you're busy, or you're doing a lot of press-on nail designs and sets and stuff, orders, and you're busy, then having a couple of stampers is a big, big plus. It will really save you some time if you're going to do press-on orders and include stamping in your designs. So I'm just stamping these last little white stars, and that's it. These are stamping polishes. They are not gels, so they just dry out, and that's it. You don't have to cure them or anything. So now onto our crystal placement. We're almost at the end of the video, so we've got pretty wild crystal placement too. And then we've got some matte top coat to do, and then it's time to show you guys the final results, but it'll still be a couple of minutes before then. So this crystal placement has a lot going on. I basically went to my charm drawer, looked for purple, took it out, and combined it. So we've got some purpley, like circular, they're not really crystals, charmy looking things. We've got a purple bow, we've got some flowers too. We've got all sorts, and we of course always seem to chuck in some AB, of course, it always just works for everything. So I've got some regular AB circle crystals in there, tiny little ones, and also some shaped ones too. In between placing the crystal placement, I do cure them once I get into place, because this is quite a lot going on, like a lot of crystal placements going on the nail, and I don't know where I went. I'm sorry, guys. I just disappeared off the screen. But yeah, I just really, really like placing them in there. AB's for the win. When I first started doing nails and buying crystals, I thought that I would be a massive like clear crystal lover, because I love like crystally jewelry, like silver jewelry, but ABs have just stolen my heart. Literally stolen it. I just love it. I love the rainbow little reflection it creates and everything. It's just stunning, and I cannot stop myself from using it now. So now, last but not least, we're just going to place those tiny little ABs in between those flowers at the top there. It will go into the lamp, and that'll be that nail done and dusted. We've got 2 more nails to do crystal placements on, and that'll be, we'll just have to top coat and that'll be done. So that one will go into the lamp now. Here I've already cured the bow in the center, so I basically created like a border, like a frame for something. So I thought I'll pop a bow in there, why not? You could always place a sticker in there if you've got some floral stickers or anything like that. And then I decided to place some rhinestone glue gel at the bottom and at the top, but not fully around, just at the top side and the bottom side. And then just chuck a couple of AB crystals on there too. That will then go into the lamp. I did not apply any caviar beads. If you wanted to, you definitely could, and it would look really, really cute. But I decided not to do that today. And also because I have in this little container, and I decided to drop it, and it went everywhere. And I still have a lot of them, but it was just very painful to watch. I'm just so clumsy. And after that happened, I was like, nope, put it away. We're not touching it because I'll make a mess. I was clearly just having a very clumsy day. So no caviar beads today. Some of you might be happy about that. So this is the end of that nail. That will go into the lamp. And, oh yeah, I forgot. We'll do some little dots here. It actually really made the nail look so much more put together, this one. I really, really liked it with the stars. Well, the dots, but they kind of look like stars. Almost looks like, it's a sky and stuff. And also off camera, I didn't include the footage. I applied some crystals on the full covered transfer foil nail too. So in a moment when I'm applying the top coat, you can pause it there and see what I've done. But at this stage, everything is cured, everything is good to go, and it's time to top coat. So again, if you wanted to do glossy top coat, go ahead. I am using matte top coat today. My new matte top coat came from Amazon today, guys, actually, so we can try something new out. I ended up choosing to go for the Vanillisa matte top coat, their 15ml one. Never tried this one before. I've tried their matte top coat before, but like the packaging is different, and it's kind of cutesy and expensive looking, so I don't know whether they've just changed the packaging and it's literally the same exact thing, or if they've actually made their formula better, or what it is. But I have seen a couple of videos where people do rave about their top coats, mainly the glossy one. But yeah, we'll check it out and see what we think about it. We'll see. So, here's that nail that I was talking about, the one with the transfer foil and the crystals. Nothing too crazy, as you can see, just on the corners, on the left-hand side at the top and the right-hand side at the bottom. But these will go into the lamp, and then here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!